the lip of your paint can. So we're just going to drop this right down into the paint, open the clamp up, and you can see it goes all the way down to that second lip, which is good, and that'll hold the fill tube down into the paint. A tip is to keep the bail opposite of your fill tube. That way it'll be easy to pick up and carry your paint can. Next, we need to make sure that the paint stick is ready for use. We're going to check that the roller frame is nice and firmly secured into the valve body by tightening this nut. You might see some extra threads here. That's okay. We're going to make sure that the roller cover turns freely. We want to make sure that the piston is free for movement. We're going to do that by moving this lever down, twisting that outer knob. You can see the piston moving here. We want this lever in the up position. This is for filling, so we have free movement of the piston. We also want to make sure that this valve is not dry, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a little Vaseline. This is the packet that came with the unit. We're going to use a little of this Vaseline in the fill valve now to make sure that when we go down on the fill tube, we have a nice tight seal. To fill the paint stick, you want to make sure that the fill tube is opposite from where you're standing. Look at the angle I have the paint stick at now. This is about the right angle you'll want to come onto the fill tube. We don't want to be like this, and we don't want to be like this. So we'll put the fill port down over the fill tube, like so. Now we're going to pull back the handle, and we're going to see some air and some paint coming in. That's okay. We're going to lift it up slightly. We're going to put it back on, and now we're going to push it down. We're going to kind of purge it, get the air out of the system, push back in on the fill tube. And now when we come back, we should see a nice clean pull of paint. Next, we lift the paint stick up off of the fill tube, and the fill valve automatically closes behind it. Now we're ready to paint. To begin painting, push the lever down. That'll engage the twist action, and we'll start twisting and feeding paint up through the tube, through the roller frame, to the roller cover. And you'll start to see paint coming out of the roller cover like little polka dots. It'll take quite a bit of paint to get up to the roller cover and get the roller cover saturated. When you're rolling, if you see polka dots on your wall like this, it means you don't have enough paint, and you need to feed the paint stick more paint. Now you can see the roller is getting nice and saturated. Now you can see I can roll all the way from the ceiling down to the floor without bending or going up on a ladder. And if I need a little more paint, I just give it a twist and keep going. No back and forth to the pan, no Z's and W's. I'm just getting a nice, even coat of paint all the way across the wall. I think I need a little more paint. There, now it's time to clean this up, but we still have some paint left over in the handle, and I'm going to show you what to do with that. So we have paint left over in the handle. I'm going to show you how we can put that back in the can. Put it back on the fill tube, put the lever in the up position, and we can push the paint and return it back to the can, same way we took it out. That's going to save us some paint for touch-up and later use, and it's going to speed up our cleanup. So now we're going to go to the wash tub, and I'll show you how to rinse this out. Here's a tip when cleaning the paint stick, is to wrap the roller in plastic wrap. That way it'll keep your hands clean when you take off the roller. Now we're going to take the roller off. I'm going to tap it on the side of the sink here to get it loose.